Please like, share and subscribe our channel to learn and enjoy our free online educational videos from class nursery to 10. Please click the bell icon to get all new updated videos.
Chapter 2: Nutrition in Animals. Different animals have different food habits. Based upon the different food habits, animals are classified into 3 categories. Herbivores. The animals that eat only plants and their products are called herbivores. For example, cow, goat, horse, etc. Carnivores. The animals that eat only flesh of other animals are called carnivores. For example, lion, tiger, bull, etc. Omnivores. The animals that eat both plants and animals are called omnivores. For example, dog, bear, human beings, etc. Bacteropedia. Some herbivores have multiple stomachs that help to break down the different parts of plants that omnivores and carnivores cannot. Holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition, the method of intaking food in the form of solid organic matter, is called Holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition involves 5 steps. Ingestion. This is the process of taking in food into the body of animal from external environment. Digestion. This is the process of breaking down of complex organic food into simple soluble form so that it can be absorbed by the body cells. Absorption. In this process, body cells take in the soluble nutrients from the digested food. Assimilation. In this process, body cells utilize the absorbed nutrients. Digestion. In this process, undigested waste products are removed from the body. Different ways of taking food by different animals. Let us discuss some of them. Amoeba. Amoeba engulfs food particles by projecting out its false feet called pseudopodia. Frog. It has a long and sticky tongue. It shoots out its sticky tongue to catch the prey and immediately withdraws the tongue into the mouth. Human being. Humans have 4 limbs which help them to put food into the mouth cavity. Bacteropedia. Starfish usually has pointed arms radiating from a central body. It feeds on animals covered by hard shells of calcium carbonate. When feeding, the starfish pushes its stomach. When feeding, the starfish pushes its stomach out of its mouth to eat the soft animals inside the shell. The stomach then goes back into the body and the food gets slowly digested. Nutrition in amoeba. Amoeba takes in food with the help of pseudopodia. When there is any food particle around amoeba, it pushes out pseudopodia and surrounds it. The food is ingested at the point where it comes in contact with the cell surface with the help of pseudopodia. The food is then acted upon by digestive juices in food vacuoles and gradually the digested food is absorbed. The undigested residue of the food is expelled outside by the vacuole. Digestion in human beings. The digestive system of human beings consists of the 2 main parts. 1. Alimentary canal. Alimentary canal, also called digestive tract, is opened at both ends and consists of these parts. Mouth cavity. Food is taken in or ingested into the mouth cavity. Mouth cavity consists of tongue, teeth, and saliva. Tongue. Tongue is made up of many groups of muscles. This part helps us to eat by moving food around the mouth while chewing. Upgraded info. The top of the tongue is rough and bumpy, while the underside is very smooth. This is because the top of the tongue is covered with a layer of bumps called papillae. Papillae grip the food and move it around while chewing. They contain taste buds, which help us to taste whatever we eat. People are usually born with about 10,000 taste buds, but as the age grows, some of these taste buds die. Hence, an old person may have about 5,000 taste buds. Some typical tastes that the taste buds can detect are sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. In addition to identifying taste, the tongue also helps in the following ways. It helps us to talk. It moves food around our mouth when we chew it. It mixes saliva with food while chewing and helps us swallow the chewed food. Teeth. Humans have two sets of teeth during their lifetime. Primary teeth. Primary teeth are also known as deciduous or milk or baby teeth. These are 20 in number. Permanent teeth. An adult human has 32 teeth, which are used to bite, tear, and reduce the food into smaller particles. Types of teeth. 4 types of teeth occur in an adult human, which are as follows. Incisor. They are used for biting food. These are 4 in each jaw and flat in shape. Canine. These are used to tear the food. These are 2 in each jaw. Premolar. These are 4 in each jaw and used for crushing and cracking the food. Molar. These are 6 in each jaw and used for grinding and chewing the food. Factopedia. The wisdom tooth are the third and the final set of molars that most people get in their teens or early 20s. The total number of teeth present in an organism is termed as dentation. Sweets and tooth decay. Tooth decay is a common dental disease. It occurs due to cavities and plaque. If this is left untreated, it causes severe toothache and in extreme cases results in tooth loss. Saliva. Our mouth has salivary glands that secrete a water-like liquid called saliva. Saliva contains an enzyme called amylase, which breaks down the insoluble starch of the food into soluble sugar. This is the initiation of digestion. Factopedia. An adult secretes about 1.5 liters saliva a day. Esophagus or food pipe. When food is chewed and partially digested in the mouth cavity, then it is pushed into the pharynx. From pharynx, food passes to a long tubular esophagus that runs along the neck and chest. Upgraded info. Sometimes we feel choking while eating. Why is this so? This is because of the entering of food particles into the windpipe. This may happen particularly while eating in hurry or laughing or talking while eating. Inside our throat, food pipe, that is the esophagus, and windpipe, that is the trachea, share a common passage. When food is being swallowed, a flap-like valve, that is the epiglottis, closes the passage of the windpipe and guides the food into the food pipe. However, talking or laughing while eating does not allow the valve to close properly, and food particles could enter the windpipe and cause choking. Stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped, thick-walled pouch located on the left side of the abdomen. It is the widest part of the alimentary canal and is about 30 cm long. The capacity of the stomach of an adult is about 2 liters. The inner lining of the stomach secretes digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid to help in food digestion. Factopedia. The wall of the stomach contains about 40 million gastroglands, which secrete gastric juices. Upgraded info. Do you know how stomach was discovered? Actually, during 1822, a Canadian man, Alexis Stephen Martin, was badly hit by a bullet, which had seriously damaged his chest wall and made a hole in his stomach. He was under the treatment of an American Army doctor or surgeon, William Beaumont. patient was saved, but the hole was not healed properly. Through this hole, the working of the stomach was observed by the doctor. He extracted and analyzed gastric juice and stomach contents at various stages of digestion. He observed that the end of the stomach opens into the intestine only after the digestion of the food is complete. Small intestine. Small intestine is also known as the small bowel. It is made up of duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Most digestion takes place in the upper part of small intestine, that is, duodenum. Here, food is mixed with two important secretions from liver and pancreas. The wall of small intestine has thousands of tiny finger-like projections called villi, which increase the surface area for absorption of nutrients. Large intestine. Undigested and unabsorbed food along with water moves down into the upper part of the large intestine known as the colon. It absorbs water and useful minerals from the watery mass of undigested food materials. The undigested food material becomes semi-solid and is then called feces. Now, it passes through the large intestine and is stored in the rectum, where it gets expelled out from the body through anus at periodic intervals. This process is known as egestion. Digestive glands. The organs which are associated with the alimentary canal and secrete digestive juices into it are called digestive glands. Salivary glands. They are located in our mouth and secrete saliva, which contains an enzyme amylase to break down the insoluble starch of the food into soluble sugar. Liver. The liver is reddish-brown colored gland situated on the right side, just above the stomach. It secretes a yellowish-green colored liquid called bile. Pancreas. It is a leaf-shaped gland present below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice that changes proteins and carbohydrates into simpler forms. Factopedia. Pepsin is an essential enzyme that breaks proteins into simpler substances and is secreted by a gastric gland located in stomach. In human, the gallbladder contains about 40 milliliter of fluid. Some ailments related to digestion. Belching. If you swallow air while eating, air collects in the stomach. It is then pushed back through the esophagus and quickly comes out of the mouth. This is called belching or burping. Diarrhea. It is the condition of passing of 3 or more loose or liquid stools per day. It is a kind of infection caused by bacteria, viruses or parasites spread through contaminated food, unclean drinking water, or as a result of poor hygiene. Vomiting. It is the forceful expulsion of stomach contents from the mouth through esophagus. Heartburn. It is a kind of discomfort or burning sensation caused in the chest. Appendix. The large intestine has a tiny tube with closed end called the appendix. It is a part of the digestive tract which does not seem to perform any function in our body. Nutrition in grass-eating animals. Grass-eating animals have a very special way of digesting their food. Animals like goat, sheep, cow, and buffalo cannot digest the food they eat in one go. These animals chew half-digested food and are called ruminants. They bring back the swallowed food to chew it again. This process is called rumination, and the swallowed food is called cud. All ruminants are herbivores.